This is going to be a bit of a weird one, but it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm watching my usual shit, and I watch Felix. I'm not gonna try and cover that up. I've got mates who think it's dumb. That's fair enough. I enjoy his content where he's not screaming and over the top. And this video here, I started watching it and I was like, hey, fuck, that really hits home. I thought I was a special snowflake, and the catch with these little issues is that you always think you're the only one. Now that doesn't make sense, but I was like, yo, he's speaking up about it. I should kind of put my take out there. While I'm no one significant, it could help someone else. Like just knowing that I'm not a special snowflake in this regard, that's nice. That is really comforting. So I don't know how to structure this other than to simply watch and I react, air quotes, but we'll just kind of fucking see how this goes. This will be interesting.
Or it might seem like I'm calling someone.
Oh shit! How the fuck do I?
This kind of video where it might seem like I'm calling someone out. Just know.
I don't even know how I'm gonna edit this.
Don't care.
I don't want to plagiarize. This will be interesting.
He's talking about this guy or this girl. I don't care. Okay, I don't. This video is gonna be a little different. It's gonna be about forced positivity. Let's just get this out there to make it less awkward, okay? I struggle with happiness. I think we all do. And I don't think a lot of people talk about it because there's no in between. I think it's either you're happy or you're depressed. But
now, right there, that is kind of spot on. Where he said people don't talk about it. I think that's because a lot of people, even though it's so well documented now, like everyone, people are depressed, there's a lot of help out there, but even with all that knowledge, you still feel like you're alone in your independent struggle, and I think that's why people don't talk about it, because you think that everyone's situation is different because of unique life experiences, but there are similarities between everyone, but you don't think there is. You think you're alone in this shitty mental battle that you have with yourself. And the whole there is no in-between thing, well, as he goes on to say, there is, but you can't be happy all the time. It just doesn't work. What am I fucking saying? I'll let him prefix this a bit more so what I'm saying makes sense.
What if you're just fine? They ask you how you are and you say you're fine, but you're not really fine because you can't get into it because they would never understand. I would say
I've put that meme in my videos, man. It's the shittest joke, but fuck me dead. Makes me laugh every time.
I'm an in-betweener, you know? If someone asks, hey Purpa, how you doing? I'm fine. Alright? I'm fucking fine. I'm fine!
Now that bit there, that was the part in the video where I was like, oh, yo, shit, alright. I had a chat with my partner about it, because my partner has been struggling with, I guess there's no point fucking trying to sugarcoat things. She's been struggling with depression for a really long time, and we've been together such a long time now, it's not even funny, over a quarter of my life, which is, while I'm young, that's crazy. Not many people can say that. So we really understand each other really well, but in the earlier parts of our relationship, she was still struggling with depression, and back then, I was pretty normal. It's hard to say, but I didn't feel bad. I was still pretty young. The harsh reality of the world hadn't kind of hit me yet, and I don't want to say happy, but I didn't know any better. I was content. I was having a good time most of the time, and I didn't feel bad. And if I could just if I could just keep that not feeling bad feeling my whole life, sign me up. But that passed. I mean, fucking that did eventually pass. But in the earlier parts of my relationship with her, and everything was kind of normal for me, and she was depressed. I didn't understand. I'd never been taught how to deal with that, and I just did my best to like be there for her. But there were times where like it was very difficult because I just couldn't wrap my head around it. I was one of those people earlier on where it was like, why don't you just be happy, just smile more? Fucking boy, oh boy, did karma slap me in the face for that one. Oh, if only. I tell myself that a lot, and then it doesn't fucking work. So, I never understood what was going on with her. And, like I said, I just tried to be one of those people that said, just smile, be happy, and obviously that doesn't fucking work. I know that now, as an adult. But, right, and now I know where I was going with that. So, yeah, that was sort of prefixing what I was about to say. But, yeah, we know each other pretty well, and I was having a chat with her the other day, because she was asking how I'm feeling, because in my adult life I've been struggling with myself, I guess, and I had to sort of explain to her I don't feel bad at the moment. Like I didn't want to die or anything like that at that time, at least. But at the same time, I didn't feel good. And I had to describe it to her like I feel content. However, I feel like I'm threading a needle with like the tiniest thing, and everything would come crashing down into shittiness. And that's the only way I could describe it. It felt like I was on really, really thin ice. And as long as I was standing above the ice, I didn't feel good, but I didn't feel shit. But like the tiniest little crack in the ice and I would fall straight through and I'd feel really bad. And you kind of teeter on that point. And that's how I feel almost all the time. And it's rubbish, but I think I'm coping. Like, I get through. There was a point to this. God, I'm bad at this. Oh, right. That's where I sit with this whole sitting in between thing. That's how I feel. I'm not happy. I'm not depressed. I'm stuck on this teetering point. And I'll still be able to play games with friends and laugh and have a good time. It doesn't hit you when you're having a good time. It hits you when it's quiet and you're alone. That's when it hits you. And like, it sucks. Because if it hits you when you're quiet and alone and then you go to play with friends, it doesn't just go away. It doesn't just magically disappear. It's already there. And like, you can laugh and have fun, but it's very fake. Like there's a small layer of sincerity there because you want to have fun with your friends. You desperately want to have fun, but at the same time you know you're tricking yourself, and it's a pretty shit experience. Yeah, that's fuck me, Dad.
It's a little awkward. These honest videos. I can't. I mean,
yeah,
okay,
you and me both, buddy.
There's times where I feel really happy. But at that time, I also know this is temporary. I'm gonna go back to just fine. And there's times where I feel unhappy, and I know it's gonna go back to normal. Maybe that's just my personal chemistry and how it works in my brain. I'm never constantly fucking happy, because that would just be insane. I don't think anyone is constantly happy. And if that's the case, well, I don't want to know you.
Not to mention, I feel incredible jealousy to those people that can feel normal all the time. Like, as he said, he doesn't want to know them because there's something else there. How are they doing it? I just don't understand. Like, how can you maintain that? Like, is their brain chemistry that much different that they can be like that? That I'm jealous as fuck. So salty, man. Like, I envy that. My sister is doing incredibly well for herself. My slightly younger sister, 2 years younger than me. She is like incredibly successful. She's so smart, and she's doing so well for herself. She's like traveling to China and back like all the time and doing really well for herself. And I envy the fuck out of her. I'm super proud of her. But how does she do it? I just don't understand. Like, how does she keep such a positive mindset all the time? Like, I'm really happy for her, but goddamn do I envy it.
I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think being happy all the time is something desirable at all. Now, if you want...
I feel like that part there, the whole being happy all the time is desirable. I do desire that, but at the same time, I would be scared of it because I know that it's going to collapse again. And if you feel happy all the time, when you collapse down into depression, it is going to hit you so fucking hard. It is going to be like a skyscraper falling on your face. It's not going to be a good time. And I think that's kind of, at least that's what I take away with what he just said there, is that if you are happy all the time, it's going to crumble on you. And that's going to feel bad. And like, I envy happiness. However, I think you need to have a balance. Maybe not depression. No one. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But maybe just feeling content and happy at times. I think that's what's normal. That could be wrong. Fucked if I know. Fuck me, right?
My older videos, I might seem a lot happier. I might seem a lot chipper, a lot more positive. And that's because I faked it. I thought that for people to want to watch my videos, I would have to be happy.
This. Now, if you're watching this, it's a miracle because I have no subscribers and my videos aren't very good, so if you manage to find this video, that's a miracle in itself. But I have had this mindset because I just thought that's what it's accepted. Like, I want to be a quote-unquote YouTuber. I want to, like, make my living entertaining people on YouTube. Like, that's a dream come true for me. I can stay at home and be with my family, but at the same time I can provide for them without leeching off the system, because that's the last fucking thing I want to do. And I've had this mindset that he said where you have to be positive and like laugh and have fun in your videos in order for people to watch them, and that I really struggle with that a lot. Like the like once a week uploads I sometimes do. There is like, I try to make one video a day, but 90% of my recordings, when I rewatch them to edit them, I can't put them up because I know that I'm forcing it, and I don't want to be insincere. Like, that is, I've kind of had a rule, like I've said in my channel title, well, I didn't say exactly, but I don't want to clickbait. Like, I've done one and it didn't really work, but I don't want to clickbait and I don't want to be insincere. So the videos you see on my channel where I'm like happy and having a good time, that's genuine. Like, that is actually genuine. And there are definite mood changes between videos. An example would be my Stonehurst videos. You can hear I'm very calm and I'm genuinely having a good time. And that is very different to like my Space Hulk videos where I'm much more kind of mellow and on the edge. And for one, there's a big time difference between those videos recordings. And two, when I was making that initial Stonehurst series, it was all one big recording, and for some reason that morning, I just felt good. Not happy, but I just didn't feel shit. And as far as I'm concerned, that's great. I would take not feeling shit any day. And that tone change, it throws me off when I watch them, but... Okay, here's another example. I have a second channel where I make dumb shit, like just more cancer videos where it's just shit posting, but more like stuff around my house. Like, I recorded my kitten having fun. And at the time, I was genuinely having fun playing with my kitten. But when I watch back on it, I hate myself. Not because I was doing anything wrong or because I seemed insincere, but because at that time I was happy. And when I watched back on it, I envied my own happiness. How fucking retarded is that? Like, how the fuck does that work? Man, I've got problems. Fucking, what am I saying?
I would have to
Continue,
force
Felix.
positivity.
Don't mind me.
And I think it's safe to say it worked. I think a lot of people on YouTube are drawn to positivity, and I think a lot of YouTubers are aware of this, and that's why they're forced.
Oh yeah, I watch a lot of like CNNers, Chilled, that whole group. Not so much of Anos and stuff because there's too much laughter, but that's, you know, they're still good videos. But like all of those videos, you know, even Jack and Mark, you know, all all these people are very happy people, and I envy that, but I definitely know that I do go there to watch them when they're happy because it cheers me up. And I know that I can't do that because I'm struggling enough with my own issues that I can't really help you guys. That's just not going to happen. I can try, which is what I'm currently trying to do. I'm trying to sort of give peace of mind and let people know that this isn't like a solo struggle, man. There's a lot of us going through this. Some of my best friends are dealing with really rough shit. You aren't alone, and you can't tell someone to talk to someone about it because everyone's experience is super unique and you can't convey it through words. But I can at least give you the peace of mind to know that you're not dealing with this alone. Yours is yours, and like it'll be unique to you, but like it's not just you. Where a lot of us are dealing with it. The world's rough.
Positivity on YouTube. But the thing that I realized after doing YouTube for 2 years, forcing positivity is fucking exhausting. There were times where I recorded myself playing video games, absolutely hating the game, and just forcing that I would enjoy it. Just pretending that I'm having fun, pretending that this game that I'm playing isn't actually a piece of shit. But people bought it, you know? People loved my old videos, and I think people still feel a lot of anger towards me that what would happen was that I would play the game and be like, yeah, worst game. Immediately as I hit the stop recording button, I would just be in a shitty mood, you know? Because I didn't have fun at all. And you might think, well, it's his job to make videos. If he has to fake it, he should just do it, because I want to see him play Happy Wheels. To some extent, I think you're right. But also, what I realized was that it's soul-crushing. It's extremely soul-crushing to do that, to keep that up for a longer time.
Again, I can't speak for anyone else, but the soul-crushing part that he just mentioned, that's kind of what I felt when I watched back on the videos that I never put up, but like the whole one, you know, I'd try to get videos out per day, but then I'd go to edit them and I'd watch it and I would just see, and I like no one else might have known, but I would have known that it was forced. And like watching them back when I went to edit them to try and put more content up, I knew it was forced. And like you said, it's soul crushing. It's like I hate it, and I didn't want to be insincere. I didn't want to lie to myself and then lie to everyone else that I was putting the video up to. So I'd just delete them. I would just delete like hours upon hours of recording because I knew it was insincere. It's fucking... I'm like my own worst enemy. It's fucking terrible.
And I realized if I'm going to keep making videos, I'm just going to have to be more honest and say, well, this game was shit. I'm not going to play it. Or at least make that the entertainment, the fact that the game was shit. Which doesn't always work, you know? Bear Simulator. But it makes me happier and it makes me hate myself less. So, hey, what can you do?
The thing that kind of hits me a little bit, and this is legitimately just me overanalyzing this, but Felix's eyes, man, you look... they look glassy. Like, even just where I've paused, man. I don't know how to put it into words, but... yeah, I just fucking... as dumb as it sounds, I hope he's alright.
Myself less. So, hey, what can you do? Something that I've learned now, after a couple years, is that forced positivity is something that I really hate. Seeing these positive quotes, I hate them. I mean, I practically wrote a book on parodying them.
The whole forced positivity hating, that's like, I hate myself when I watch those videos. And I understand this too, like, I see it on Facebook. I'll scroll down my Facebook feed, and I will see all these people sharing these motivational, inspirational things. And I think I hate it because I envy it. Like, I want to be that happy, and I can't. And that fucking pisses me off, you know? Yeah, like I envy them. I don't hate them as people. I hate the fact that they can be happy, or at least they're just doing really well in covering up their sadness. I don't know.
And when I see other people, other YouTubers forcing positivity, it's so transparent to me what they're doing. It doesn't bother me that the fact that people are doing it. I think it's just knowing why they're doing it. They're forcing positivity to get views on YouTube.
again, that was me overanalyzing my own videos, and I just couldn't do it. And I'm kind of glad I didn't do it now that I know that this isn't like I'm not the only one that thought this way. I know that other people think this way, and I'm glad that if those people see some of my videos, then they're gonna know I'm not faking it, which is good.
And if you think about that, that's pretty fucked up. I think a lot of teens are watching YouTube, and I think we all know what it's like to be a teenager. It's a tough period for fucking everyone, and as a teenager, you're drawn to watching someone else being positive as a fly to light, pretty much. And I know.
Okay, again, that is very true, only in my teenage years, up until I turned like 18, 19, I was doing pretty well, but it was, maybe not, maybe like 18 is where it kind of started going downhill, like after my teenage years sort of ended, and then the reality of life sort of hit me, and that's the part where I started flocking to these happy people to try and make myself happy. Fucking newsflash, doesn't work.
What you're thinking, well, if other people are watching someone else being positive, whether it's fake or not, if it makes them happier, then there's no harm in that, right? No. Don't get me wrong though, I think there's people on YouTube that are genuinely just positive people. And there's nothing wrong with that. But kind of like when you make it part of your merchandise, it kind of changes things, doesn't it? The Smile More store.
Now that, I'll just take it back like one frame or so. Oop. Help. How am I? There we go. That, I feel like that is like, it's just a dick move. Like, I don't know the person independently, but you're profiting off other people's misery. That's fucked up. That's super fucked up.
The fight for happiness. Because if you're fat, fuck your happiness. You know, there's countless examples, and like I said, I'm not trying to call it.
I don't have anything to say on that part.
You an example. I think the reason why it bothers me so much is because it's fake. It's just clearly fake. You're forcing positivity. It's not real. Maybe like it might be just a personal thing, but I value honesty more than I don't know, happiness, I guess. I know I would feel better thinking, oh, when I die, I'm gonna go to heaven and I'm gonna see it's gonna be awesome.
Man, when I die, I just hope that's it. I hope that's the end. Like, I don't want a heaven, I don't want a hell, I don't want reincarnation. I want a big empty abyss. I want a simple end to everything. If it could just, like, as soon as you die, there's nothing more. Like, it just, like, that scares a lot of people, the whole dark abyss. No, fuck that. Sign me up. Like, give me that sweet release. And that sounds fucked up, like, oh, you want to die. And it's more like, I don't want to die. No, I don't. Life is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But when death does come around, I'm not gonna fight it as much as you, like, that makes it sound like I want to die still. This is very hard to convey in words. Death isn't scary for me. And you might think, wow, that's fucking real edgy, congratulations on descending to 12-year-old level. But no, I've had some pretty nasty health issues, and I've dealt with the idea of death for a very long time. And I've had to come to terms with it. And I've had a lot of time to think about what it all means. Now, I cannot convey that knowledge onto you. That's something you independently have to discover for yourself. Like, you as a person need to take that journey on your own. And I hope you don't have to do it ever until, like, you're in your 50s plus. It's pretty shit to discover in your early 20s. That's pretty fucked. Man, what am I fucking saying, dude? This video is gonna be really weird, and it's gonna get some fucking hate, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to convey.
I see all my dead pets. Phil, I haven't seen my dead hamster in so long. Phil. But I would feel better knowing that. I would feel better not knowing that the universe is... But that wouldn't be honest. It would make me happier, but it wouldn't be honest. And I think that's more important. But seeing YouTubers force positivity, it doesn't just bother me for their dishonesty. It bothers me because they're preying on people who are already weak to get views on YouTube.
Boom!
I don't like
There it is. Profiting off people's fucking misery. Right on.
that. You might be fine with it, but I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb. And I think it's doing more harm than good. A Harvard psychologist explains why forcing positive thinking won't make you happy. Hey.
I haven't read that article. However, I know from experience that that's how it works. Like, you try to... you watch people happy in an attempt to make yourself happy, but all it ends up doing is making you... well, at least in my independent experience, because I can't talk for you, but like, it just makes me more miserable, I guess, because I know that I can't reach that level of happiness anymore. I don't know how to. I don't know how to be happy in that sense. And it sucks. Like, if you're at that point in your life right now, and you're watching these people to try and make you happy, please look to other means, because it's temporary. It might help for a little while, but it wears off. If you have to seek help, that's fine. You don't have to tell anyone. It can be a secret. Like, you don't have to feel bad about seeking help. It's not an embarrassing thing. It's not like a sad thing. You don't have to tell anyone. Like, you don't have to... it's one of those things that you can't even tell your parents. You feel bad about it. And that's okay. Don't feel bad about that. Like, go seek help on your own. And you can keep it a secret. You don't have to have anyone know.
Hey, how about that? Someone...
that's probably not the best advice in the world, I'll give you that. Like, telling someone that they can keep it to themselves, it's a very, very unique experience for everyone. But just do what you can. Do what you think will help you.
way smarter than me said it, then it has to be true. Because I know this video is going to be met with people critiquing me, saying, what's wrong with being happy, PewDiePie? You got a problem? It's not like... it's just every fucking movie ever is you gotta be happy. That's the end goal. And if you're not happy, then fuck your life. Okay, let me just read this one part. By sending out the message that our thoughts are responsible for creating our health, well-being, and reality, we are overvaluing the power of our thoughts while making people feel culpable when something bad happens to them. They feel it is because they weren't positive enough. So
Well,
forcing positive...
that's just not how it works. Like, positivity won't make life happy. It won't make life good. You need a lot more to it than that. Being positive is good. Like, fucking, if you can be happy, please be happy. Be happy for me too. Like, fucking sign me up to whatever you've done. Let me know your secrets, please. Who did you have to make a deal with?
Thinking is not so great, is it? Have you opened your eyes yet? We must have some practice dealing with the bad emotions when we're caught off guard.
Oh, sorry, Felix, I've fucking cut you short. But that whole you've got to experience the other things, that's like the downside of being happy all the time. If you're happy all of the fucking time and you don't experience the bad, when you eventually do experience the bad, it's gonna suck. Like, if you've dealt with the bad more, as unfortunate as that is, at least next time the bad comes around, you're gonna be a bit more equipped to deal with it.
And forcing strongly on happiness is just gonna make us less resilient, is what they're saying. I'm not telling you don't go and be happy, and I'm not gonna pretend like I know what will make anyone happy if you want to be happy. And if you're struggling with happiness, just know that you're not the only one. It's fine. It's fine not being happy all the fucking time. I don't think that's reasonable. I think it's wrong to think that that's the case. And I think all these Hollywood movies, all these stories that are fiction, it's not representative of reality. And seeing YouTubers applying the same thing for their personal gain, I think it's kind of gross. And I just wanted to give my 2 cents on it. Do you agree with me or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. And I don't know if this is the kind of videos I'm really meant to be making. I'm probably not qualified at all to talk about this, but it's a topic that I care about. Don't get me wrong, I feel great. I feel fantastic. But I also feel very happily unhappy. A lot of times when I feel bad, that doesn't mean I feel bad about feeling bad. I feel great about feeling not great. What the
I think that's the difference with my train of thought here, is that when I feel bad, I I kind of feel angry at myself for feeling bad. Like I sit here like angry and frustrated with myself because it's like I I feel like I'm letting down my family in the sense like I've got little ones, my partner. I feel like I'm letting them down when I feel bad, and that makes you feel worse. And hearing like from someone else that other people are experiencing this as well, that helps. That really does help.
Fuck is this video about? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Preface. Alright. I just wanted to be clear that this video is not aimed for people with depression. Depression is a medical/psychological issue, and this video is just a generic view for your average ideals around happiness. So please.
Now I hadn't seen this part yet, and I've been interpreting it as people with depression. I would like to prefix on my part, I, at least clinically, don't have depression. I have severe anxiety problems and OCD. Like, this isn't my words, and OCD is not that thing you think it is where, like, something out of line will bug you. That's not all of it. That's not what it is. There is a lot more to it than that. But I only discovered these things recently. Well, the anxiety is kind of a long-running thing, but that's my experience. I just want to let you guys know that so you don't think I'm sitting there like a sad boy. The thing that comes along with depression and the whole I don't have depression, but I mentioned earlier, like, the whole not wanting to die thing, I have been... let's get edgy here. Let's get really to the core of it. I am not depressed, but I have been suicidal. Wrap your head around that one. Try and understand that, because I don't. It was like, at one point, I kind of skipped depression. I went from the normal thin ice straight to I want to die. And it's not that whole edgy phase that you go through where you just say that. It was, I called a hospital and was like, yo, I need fucking help. There is something very wrong right now and I need to speak to someone. And I'm fortunate enough in Australia, we have, I don't know about other countries, but we have things in place to help people, and I got help. It doesn't make it easier, but I know how to cope with that better now. So, fucking glad we threw that into the video. That's gonna be fucking interesting. This is gonna be a very, very interesting, it's gonna be very interesting to see the feedback here. Oh boy, this entire thing could be a tremendous mistake. Who knows?
Don't get the wrong idea. Oh no, I had enough drama as it is, please. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I think you'll enjoy this one. I've selected it just for you. Please watch.
Alright, well, I hope Felix doesn't mind that I've kind of done my best to, again, quote-unquote, react to this and give my take on it. I feel like if a lot more people are giving their take on this, it's good for everyone. I think getting everyone's feelings and opinions and letting everyone know that you're not alone, especially on this topic, is good. I hope that more people do. I don't think there's a downside here. If you have your own unique experiences, share it. If you're comfortable enough to. I know a lot of people aren't. That's fair enough. I completely understand. But if you are comfortable enough to share it and share your experiences to help others, do it. Like, I am scared as fuck of releasing this video because it's kind of taboo to talk about it. But at the same time, if I can help people, then, it's fucking worth. And it's worth every bit of, like, negativity that comes from this. Fuck yeah, I guess I'll wrap this up. But, if you, I'm not going to say enjoyed this because this isn't an enjoyable topic, but if this helped you, let me know. Like, I don't need a message on YouTube. You can, like, track me down and send me a message elsewhere. That's fine. Whatever works for you. And if this wasn't your cup of tea and, like, you're here for my usual bullshit, that's fine. You can watch my usual bullshit. At least if you've watched this far, you now know that my usual bullshit is at least sincere. And I'm trying to put more videos up, but it's a pain. It's a fucking awkward pain. Oh, well, I hope you've at least learned something about me or about yourself. And yeah, hopefully this helps. Peace.